Alright, hello. Ohamu, welcome. Hello, Alex. Nice to see you here. Alright, let's get started. Back into Umineko. Alright, let's start. Hello, waifu monarch, welcome. Alright. Genji the goat, honestly, like, crazy ass, insane person, old man with like 6 skills. No, I forgot Kumasawa died. And Nanjo, but Kumasawa's dead. Always, always killed. Oh yeah, she had like a mirror or something that her family gave her before she got married into the Ushiromiya family. Hmm, that's interesting. Natsuhi's family was descended from Shinto priests. You come to the Umineko till I question what? Oh my god, we're really just gonna pitch a corpse. Ah, crazy. Yes, sir. Several heavy-looking cooking tools. No, Genji! Genji, my go magical go-to chef. Yeah. Hi, Anya. Welcome. Can you go to the next screen already? Okay. Oh no. No! No! Oh! Okay, okay, okay. Genji. Hi, Chaz. Welcome. Oh, no. No. Wait, how did I jump scare you? Oh, was I my bad? Oof. Ugh. Which magic system do you think works better in a visual novel, this or type moons? From what I know, like, I feel like this works a lot better at this time. I don't know all the magic or whatever, obviously, but with how you have to see things via red text, it's like, okay, very clearly it has to be in a written format. I feel like with type moons and magic, it's actually a lot better for it to be visually given. Especially because I when I read Mahoyo, like they did a really good job at making the magic show off in a visual novel sense, but I feel like knowing Type Moon, like all of that is a way more grandiose than just being in a visual novel standpoint. That's how I perceive it anyways. At this time with Umineko, I think this magic system is best written because of certain points that are like said or told, as in like the red text, like where how is Beatrice telling you this, you know? She's like she just writes it down and suddenly it comes out red, you know? It doesn't make sense. It's like very, very heavily in a written format for Umineko. Hello, welcome, welcome. Yep, no problem. Take care. Boing. And Umineko is kind of based on the karma sacrifice, which in type is kind of energy conscious of the universe. That's how I feel about them. I see. I guess I see what you're trying to like explain. I don't know. Maybe because I've only seen Umineko as a visual or in a visual novel system. like its system only in a visual novel. I just kind of like consider it good that way. If you're just saying like with how its magic is, or what it's showing us with like the witches and the murders and being conscious of like the energy and stuff. I mean, I feel like there's still a lot that I need to read before I can make that give you a proper answer. But like for me with Type Moon, I feel like oh, okay, you works better in a visual novel like this or in like Type Moons? Yeah, okay, wait. I did read your question properly. But yeah, but since I am used to Type Moon's like works seen animated, so that's like where my opinion comes from, that it's a lot more visually appealing. I think with Umineko's storytelling on top of that, it works better as a visual novel because it's, even with its magic system, it's still a very old, the mystery of it is very like old school, you know, it's like by the book. Ugh. Oh no. No, 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 no. No. Uh-oh. Damn, this music goes so fucking hard. No. Oh my god. No. Kona is dead. 。 Yo. Oh. Yo hi hi ha 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 ha. Men shit. Oh my gosh. No. That's too evil. What is going on again? Fucking like Beatrice gets trolled face. Like that feeling of unexpectedly stubbing your little toe in a corner of a cabinet. No. Oh no. Ooh, it's okay, Butler. If you stay with me, it'll definitely be okay. That's the way she looks. Oh. 7th and 8th Twilights. So 4, 5, and 6 was George, Shannon, and Goda. Or at least Goda first. Then George, then Shannon, something like that. When you think about it, this door is quite huge, and Genji looks very small with it in the background. Oh. Why would you touch it? Hi, Chiharu. Welcome. Chiharu and Yaru. Is the Umineko? I think I'm quite near the end of episode 2 now. But yeah, it's been a little crazy going on. How you been? How you been doing? Cleaning your desk right now. You should be working. Poor Battler. He's just like, dude, he's not a wolf. Stop. Hi, Citrus. Welcome. Oh. my god. Where's Grandpapa in all this? Uh-oh. No. I knew it. Stop, stop. Oh my god. Shut up! Yeah, you made that. Show me through. Oh, yeah, locked. Wow. Where's that? That proves nothing. Maybe you chose the roundabout way of setting a clever trap because you couldn't commit murder in front of Maria. Oh. No fighting. Beatrice, please show yourself. Tell us you did this. Oh, Kinzo's still alive? That's crazy. Oh, it's 10 p.m. No worries. My Oshi Beatrice. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah? Sounds healthy. Okay. I don't know if I mentioned this last time I streamed, but like, you know, they were like, oh, is the Beatrice that like visited is like a family member or something, and like they're like, well, you know, if it was a daughter from a mistress or whatever, it'd probably be like Kinzo would like take good care of the child because it's someone from like his beloved. I actually, I don't know if I mentioned this last time, but I actually theorized like, what if Beatrice, the one that we see around now, is like actually like his daughter or granddaughter or something, and he just recognizes like the original Beatrice that he fell in love with looks too similar, like his child, so he like threw her out or something. I don't know. Which is why I feel like it just goes back to like that theory right here where he's just like, oh, like I'm so sorry, like let me apologize for my crimes. I don't know what other crimes he's done, but like that could be like, you know, a father's or a parent's like worst crime is, you know, ignoring their child or something like that. That's my theory. I don't even know if that's even real. This is only chapter 2, so oh fuck. battler, you son of a bitch. What the fuck? Alright. Sorry about that. My mom just ended up calling me, and it was kind of something serious, so sorry I couldn't give any quick reply that I was muted. I apologize. Yeah, she's doing fine. I just had to make sure that she was alright on my end, but she said she just needed to vent a little on a situation, and well, she's doing a lot better now. And the situation that did happen, it got cleared up, so I'm just glad that she's doing better. But yeah, sorry about that. Okay, let's begin. Let's continue. Actually, we've already begun like 2 hours ago. Yeah, thank you guys for being understanding for me too in a situation like that. Again, I'm so sorry I didn't get to type or even say anything when the call just ended up happening. Let me know the truth now! Oh! Oh! Kenji, you had a key this whole time! Well, yeah, he does. It is like he does have a key specifically just for Hinzo's room. What? Okay, I'll go in. Ah! Fuck! Congratulations, Battler! You know, like the confetti flying everywhere. Oh, you're alive. Grandpapa! I'm busy thinking now. Oh my god, is he playing chess with Beatrice right now? Yep, okay. Cackle, cackle, they're all laughing together. Shut the fuck up for your grandpapa's sake, man. got a bunch of things. Ah, shut the fuck up. Oh yeah, he has to get naked. Get naked and accept Beatrice. Some people are into that. I'm not the one who said this. It's literally in the text. She said she made a bet with Battler where they're like, where she was like, if you believe in me, you gotta take off your clothes and like kneel before me and kiss my shoes. That's literally what she said. Oh, what the fuck? And the witch started to tell everything. She began answering all of Battler's questions. Everything made sense. He was convinced by all of it, and then Battler had no choice but to admit the witch certainly did exist. What follows a story that needs no retelling? When the king falls and you're defeated, it's time to start reflecting on your finished game, and then all you can do is set out the pieces one more time. Okay, so that means... Well... Okay, whatever. I was like, trying to say something, and I was just like, you know what, this will answer everything. Absolute cinema right here. Oh my god, I can't believe Beatrice won again! Alright, here it is. Asmodeus as Satan. All the demons are cute girls. Technically, Nanjo and Kumasawa died way earlier, but, you know, just to follow the epitaph, I guess. Sure. Okay, Kinzo was missing on 10th Twilight. After he acknowledged existence, the witch invited him. Okay, the witch did not invite this one who denied the witch's... Okay. Missing is Maria, she acknowledged. And Genji also acknowledged. And he went missing, will he acknowledge? It'd be invited? Who knows? The witch shall now praise the wise and bestow 4 treasures to Golden Land. There they choose to revive the dead souls of love that was lost. After all, as their desire has been a mountain of gold of any size, they would not have been able to receive it. Kinza chose a person he had loved and lost. Mary chose the lost love of her mother. Genji chose a peaceful sleep. I'm so Genji, like, core right now. Sleep peacefully, Beatrice. Let nothing disturb your slumber ever again. And the winner is Golden Witch Beatrice. Because time ran out before any of the 13 could solve the riddle of the gold, all 18 died. When the seagulls cried, none were left alive. He just wanted to sleep, yeah. That's Genji, yes. He's like, bruh, I just want to pass the fuck out right now. Alright, we got through chapter 2. I actually kind of want to keep like the tea party separate, so I might just have a next stream Next stream I do be for the tea party. Yatta! Yatta, yatta. Oh. Oh, hi. We're not done here yet. Oh, heck yeah, this music again. What? Ouch. Victory soon! Where's Angie in all this? Hee ha 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 ha. At least call me a queen. Oh, what a brilliant move. Dude, he's so in love. Wait. Every time I pass it, the moon falls and the sun leaps out of the river like a small fish. Okay. So he's thinking about his hometown again. River with the small fish. I still think Kinzo's Chinese. Like... Was it Battler? Battler down on all fours? What if it's Genji? Genji's actually on all fours right now. Kinzo's like probably like yippee, you know, just walks out the door, taps his feet together, jumps first, and then taps his feet together. Furniture, just furniture. Would be shame exposing their body to furniture. Sorry, I don't have the PS3 graphics here. Otherwise you'd see Battler, I guess. Beatrice naked in front of Battler? It's not even a sex scene. So is Beatrice into Kinzo or is she into Battler? I think she's just into... I think she's just into games. Like, she doesn't even care. Dude, Yami, Yugi, and Beatrice hanging out would go hard. So Kinzo was amongst those goat nomos, greeting them. Silence. Congratulations to our golden witch, Lady Beatrice. Woo! 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 Let's go, girly! He is naked. Oh, hi. Ooh, Lady Birkenstyle. Welcome. Do you like my naked furniture? That's a nice hobby. Oh my god. She's like, okay, weirdo. Puts the goat mask back on. Nippa. Wallahi. Now is the time. Woo! Good job, good job. Pachi, 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 pachi. What are we doing? Yeah, I started laughing at the transitioning effects. Whoa! Whoa, another transition effect. Oh, Beatrice! Take me to the Golden Land now! I'm dying. They were suddenly crushing in around him. Woo! He became wine, meat, and bread. Okay. Is he Jesus Christ? They just straight up ate him. Yes. Yeah. Sorry. I can't imagine just like Battler like completely naked, chained up, dick out, and I'm just like, bro, like Beatrice, what are you into? I'm laughing at Battler suffering. This is like what you would like read in an R18 doujin. I bet somewhere out there there's an Umineko doujin of just this scene alone. Battler is dead. Hydrate. I'm actually out of water right now. This is almost over, so I will hydrate after. Thank you for the redeem chest. And gold lizards. I like how they're like gold butterflies, gold fairies, and gold lizards. Like, oh, okay. You know, it's actually very interesting. We're seeing like the post game of like what happened after the epitaph has cleared up. Because like previously it was just like Natsuhi shoots herself and then it like ends. Like now we know that like Beatrice for sure is back. She's having a wonderful time, you know. And now, like, the people who are still alive are trying to run away, even though some of them had accepted that they're gonna be dead. Maria! What the fuck? She rammed into the goat's head with her shoulder, spun, bashed the back of her elbow with the goat's jaw, buried her knee into its protruding chest. Rosa can actually do this in the fighting game. That's sick. They really expect me to know what a medulla oblongata is, but sure. They had thought women were like pre-opened wine bottles. Mama! Oh my god. No! I'll stay with my... No, I gotta stay. No. Here, Maria, Mama gonna teach you how to hold a fucking Winchester sawed-off shotgun right now. Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh my... You guys can't even see. I'm like tearing up right now. Oh my god. That was really good. Like, oh my god. Okay, even if I did want to like read the Tea Party next, I'm actually not in. I'm not actually in a good mood for that because I'm like crying right now. Oh, okay, that was really good. And very sad. Damn, I'm like sweating. Oh, I don't really know what to say. Um, it was really good. What my friend told me was that no one really liked episode 2 that much. I don't understand how how you guys don't like episode 2. Like what? Or like they didn't understand what was going on in episode 2 or something. I don't know. Besides the naked battler part, you liked episode 2. Yeah, wrote well, so like all the characters are all very complicated. What I like about Umineko that I have gotten through like right now is that like all the characters are very human, and like I can't really just be like for sure like, oh, this character's like the best or XYZ or whatever, things like that. Like yes, they're quite human. Like yes, Rosa hits her kid. It's terrible, like, but in her heart she still does care about Maria. Of course, when things were going on, like they mentioned, like why didn't she just let go of the gun, or why didn't she just let go of the gold? Uh, it's, or like, you know, it's like why didn't she just grab Maria, who was her future, things like that. It's just like it's complicated, especially for like a single mother who is born in a crazy ass family. And like, you know, they even explained like Rosa's point of view and her actions and stuff. Like, it sounds weird, but like all the things of how she's acting um comes from her family, you know, like as they mentioned, like, oh, the way she acts as one or the other siblings, the other one gets upset, so she doesn't know how she's supposed to be acting in the first place. Maybe people hate this part because there's not much Natsui. I don't know. I mean, I feel like with how episode 1 plays out, of course, like there's a like a lot of like your intended idea of how certain characters are or like how they're supposed to be played out are like given. So like, you know, we're given Natsuhi in the first episode. Everyone's just like, where's Natsuhi in the second one? It's like, oh, why do we gotta see Rosa who hits her kid, you know? But I don't know, to me, like this expands a lot more that, you know, there's more to these characters or there's more to these human-like characters than they are. Like, they're not just characters. Because people can see themselves in these people too, whether it's like a positive or a negative look to it. I like Natsuhi, of course. I still really like Natsuhi, but like, I think this whole scene, I had so much ups and downs with how I felt about Rosa. Um, I like the whole time I was just like, Jesus Christ, like, okay, this is like hard to muster, and I'm trying to be very understanding of her situation. And then, you know, like how she's treating everyone else in the family, I'm like, oh my god, like, okay, this is kind of hard to like agree upon. But then like at the end here, it's just like ignoring everyone else in the Uchiromiya family. In the end, Rosa only has Maria, and Maria only has Rosa, and that's like what mattered at the very end of this like situation. Even though they died, it's just like them coming to understand each other, even if it was too late. Like yeah, you could easily just be like, oh, it's too late for them to finally like talk and like be like this. But yeah, like that's just kind of sometimes just how the world works. Some people just like give up on like their kids, or they have an expectation of like how a family should be. And well, obviously Rosa's family is not um to the Uchiha family, Rosa's family is not normal, you know. I can't believe the father didn't want to take responsibility. I mean, I have nothing to say about that dude. I don't even know who the father is, and obviously he's not important to this story whatsoever. But I will say though, a lot of people, even in this day and age, like, you know, you have your child and you find out that there's like some kind of like mental issues or mental defect or even like physical defects. The mother or father, one of the other, or even both, are sometimes just leave because of that. And I actually kind of stay on the path that like the reason why Rosa's or Maria's father is not in the picture anymore has something to do with Maria's like mental, like especially how a lot of them, how they talk to her. It's like, oh, you're like a child, you know. And then she's like going like ooh ooh, which is like super cute. But then when you think about like the fact that she's supposed to be 9, it's like, oh, she's actually really close to be like a teen than not, you know. Like, of course, in like anime POV, you're like kind of seeing it's like, oh, she's like a baby little girl. But then I remember like just being like, where was I when I was 9 years old, you know? It's like I was in 4th grade, and But like for me, 4th grade, I felt like I wasn't like playing house or anything like that anymore. At least for me. Like I was reading Trigun. Like no, like when you're a kid, of course you could just like, play like little games together. But then like thinking back on it, like I played like witchish, like playing as like the witch, or like playing like those like magical like things. I I recall that playing that like when I'm like 5 or 6. Yeah. Okay, so just so you know, 4th grade is kind of like middle school at that point. I would consider primary more like when you're like 8 and it's like 5 and under. That's just like my POV. At the same time, I was not a very I don't know how to explain it. I think I was a lot more like stricter growing up, so I was like less like flying around and stuff like that. Yeah, like ghost hunting. I like kicked I like kicked kids in the balls really hard. But that was like me when I was like like 7 and 5. Like I was young, okay? So that's why if I'm trying to see this from my POV with how Maria's acting right now, it's like it's like oh, the way how Rosa wants her to act is someone a bit more like responsible, more strict. Oh, come on, guys. Like I was a kid. I literally just said that. Sorry to men, okay? Like God. You guys literally are just talking about how you guys were going out around and playing and hanging out and stuff. And I was just like, well, okay, this is what I did, alright? So I was so unruly, okay? Like, I'm not saying whatever I did was fine. I'm just saying as a child, like, I didn't understand that in the future, these would have consequences. Okay, well, good. Good you didn't have to do any kicking. I've been like, I did not like dealing with boys when I was younger. I still don't like dealing with men actually, but that's besides the point. But yeah, like climbing trees, ghost hunting, checking out abandoned stuff when I could. Yeah, like going to like creeks and shit. Yeah. Anyways, besides the point. What I'm saying is that the way Rosa is trying to treat Maria is like trying to get her ready for like the real world, and it's kind of hard to recognize when your child might have like a mental disorder, or like they're autistic or something like that. And I personally perceive Maria like on the spectrum, because of like just how she still acts a certain way. And it also doesn't help when like her cousins who are a lot older than her just kind of like baby her that way too, because she is a lot younger than them. Similarly, how Rosa gets babied by her siblings too, because she's like way younger than them as well. Then of course on top of that, she is also a single mother in a very fancy rich family who like have rules and bullshit. Like, yeah. Okay, you guys can be all mad at me for kicking kids' balls or whatever. I don't do that anymore. That's what you care about. But yeah, I really like this episode. The ending, um, really like the ending of this. I do really appreciate that, like, it sucks, okay? It's like be all end all, you know. At the very end, Maria and Rosa actually like talk and see themselves as each other, and like in the end it's like, this is who I want to be with. It really sucks that it all just happened. It just all just sucks that it really happens that in the end this is like when they find out that they really care about each other this way. And like as Maria said, it's like, I'm the Maria that you want to dote on, and I'm also the Maria that you want to like, who you find as annoying or as a nuisance. And it's her also recognizing like the mom who wants to take care of me and buy me chocolate is also the same mom who like hits me because I'm being annoying. Like that whole scene in itself, like it's really good and really painful at the same time, because it's just tough that a lot of people probably will never get that, you know. You just kind of have some like acceptance that like in the reality of things you're not gonna get attacked and eaten up by goat people. Yeah, that's the thing too, like, because with how Rosa was growing up, she probably wasn't like how Maria is now as a 9-year-old. So she's also like, the only way how a mother, like, you know, humans in general, is like how a mother would teach their kid like discipline is how their parents taught them, you know? And that's why you always kind of have like this cycle of like what they call like a cycle of abuse when it comes to like families, where it's like, because you were abused as a kid, the only thing you know how as discipline is to like do the abuse back, you know? It's like, oh, like I was hit by a kid, I was fine. And it's just like, no, you weren't, you know? Like, haha, surprise, you're actually not fine, you know? I mean, I could say the same thing. Like, it's like, it's just stuff like that. And again, it's also just recognizing that like no one is like pure, you know, or like is like correct in all these certain things either. Like, yes, Rosa like hits her kid. Rosa like bullied basically the whole servants and the rest of the family to protect her and Maria. And even in the end, Rosa chose the gold and the gun instead of Maria's hand. But like yes, all of that is like such very negative traits, you know. It's very bad. But like when it comes like when push comes to shove almost, it was just like what really mattered was Maria. And I Yep, no worries, take care, yeah. But what mattered at the very end for Rosa was Maria, and vice versa. Like, even when Rosa was just like, you know, you could just run off and, like, take the gold and just swim, you know? I think she was holding the gold still, but when Rosa fell, she, like, dropped the gold, and then she was just having, like, a realization. She's like, this was all for nothing, but she still had Maria situation. Yeah. I mean, like, I'm not trying to ask anyone to be like, you guys gotta like Rosa, but, like, I think it's really helpful to try to understand Rosa in this situation when the minimal amount of backstory they have given you is like kind of says a lot about her character, and by extension why how she like acts towards Maria too. And again, I'm not saying that Maria deserves to get hit or anything like that, or or like the situation that she's in is good or bad. It's just like that's just kind of how it is, you know. People are very multifaceted, like in general. Like you could, I don't know about your guys' family, and I'm not gonna go too in depth with mine, but like a lot of these feelings, when I see these certain parts, it's like you don't have to like your family, but you should like at least understand, try to understand where their actions come from. It's a very Ryukishi thing, honestly, with his storytelling. Yeah, my parents aren't perfect, but they try. Very similar to Rosa. Yeah, I mean, literally, I just had a call with my mom on the phone in the middle of stream, and I had to just be like, okay, like I gotta take a quick break from this. Like my mom is like not perfect, you know. I don't think anyone's mom is perfect, but like I know for a fact like my mom is not perfect. But for me, I can see that she tries really hard. I know from where she grew up or how she like came to like have us here is like all her like who she truly is like as a person, you know. And like I if I can recognize that, I can understand like that's why she kind of is who she is right now, and I need to like understand that POV as well. Sorry, I'm like a little bit shaking because I'm not trying to like dox my parents or give too much information, but it's like I think a better like idea is like my dad. When I played Silent Hill F, like the whole situation with Hinako's dad, I was like, oh my god, like I was freaking the fuck out because I was like I started like tensing up and stressing out because it like very much reminded me about my dad. And then like, but I don't hate him, even though he went through all that. He's still like my family. He's still like someone who I am having to be related to. And it sucks because some people who can easily just be like, "We'll just like leave." It's like it's not that it's complicated, you know. Families are complicated. Yeah, I don't know. Episode 2, very good. Teared me up a bit. Pretty excited for episode 3. Definitely gonna check out the tea party next time. It's probably gonna be a shorter stream for that, but nonetheless, yeah. Whew, that was intense. I actually might just do the tea party tomorrow instead of playing nonograms. Or maybe I'll do tea party in the morning, then nonograms, and then I'll start Apolojustice. Alright, Otsu, thanks for watching or reading along. I stream a lot. I guess so. Alright, thanks for hanging. Bye bye.